What we're looking at now is Delicious. Delicious was a University of Florida release. Probably came out 10-15 years ago. It's a little bit rare in Georgia vineyards simply because it was hard to get plants. Being a Florida release, they kind of bypassed some of the bigger Georgia nurseries. And so it was a little bit difficult to find vines of it because it tended to be propagated by some smaller Florida nurseries. I do know, however, one big Georgia grower that does have a fair amount of Delicious vines that they're using for fresh market sales, and they seem to like it fairly well. Healthy vine, a very productive vine. This is a self-fertile cultivar, as you might guess from the crop load, and it sets a very heavy crop most years. And in fact, like a lot of self-fertile cultivars, I have seen it come out where it's just a solid wall of fruit. You can see here it's still even flowering again in mid-August and trying to set some more berries. Here's some younger berries. And so you can see it really wants to put on a crop load. So you may want to space out the spurs to control some of that crop load. It's not as big as something like Supreme, but it's usually a fair size. It tends to have a little variability. If you get a little bit heavier crop load, you'll get some smaller berries. In areas where there's less crop load, you'll have some bigger berries. Generally suitable mostly for like clamshell sales. It's a little less desirable if you wanted to have them in a box where the consumer was picking them out by hand. I'm not quite sure how it would do on sales for like pick your own sales, because while the fruit quality is fairly good, it's not exceptional in terms of fruit quality. If you look at them, it's more of a traditional Muscadine. It's got kind of a tough skin, you can see, and then it's got the softer flesh coming out of the tough skin. While you can eat the skin, I don't like it nearly as much as I like the skin on something like a Ruby Crisp or a Supreme. Flavor though is fairly sweet. Tends to have a little bit of Muscadine flavor, so it's pretty good in that way. I'm not sure where this cultivar is going. It may depend quite a bit on whether this cultivar gets picked up and how much it's sold by some of the bigger nurseries so that it's available to people. I like it in terms of just being a good, vigorous vine and setting a good crop, so I think it would do well in terms of tonnage per acre, but I wish the crop quality was a little bit better in it.